into Cooling and Jess on Deck. I'm Eric Jessberger alongside Carter Olhan, and we will be running through a spin-off to the Under the Helmet program put together in North Penn Television, where we will focus once again on the upcoming sports seasons, fall, winter, and spring, and kind of give you guys a look into the players, the coaches, with interviews, quotes, as well as a preview to upcoming schedules and highlights on the upcoming seasons. A little bit about ourselves. Carter Olhan, you've had one heck of a summer season, the soccer star here at North Penn, and many will say. What has your summer been like, and a little bit of championship mentality looking to bring back to North Penn soccer, correct?
Yeah, of course. I mean, summer, there's been no break with summer. It's been soccer every day, every weekend, but I love it. That's what I love to do, just play soccer. Yeah, my club team, we went out to Kansas late July for the national championship, and we ended up winning that. And I think it's great to have that under my belt coming into the North Penn season. We found good replacements. We got a bunch of guys returning, which is always a good thing. And yeah, overall, we'll be solid. We'll have a good team, and we'll be coming out and looking to win.
Yeah, sounds great. A big senior season coming up. I know last year, it was a rough end, but you guys had that chemistry you're looking to build off with some redemption, and it sounds like you have a lot of underclassmen coming up as well, looking with that same kind of mentality. Mm-hmm. So, staying on the note of soccer, a great already outlook to the start of the show with the soccer season for the boys. The girls, I know they've had their captains set up. They are working with practices. That's one thing with a lot of the fall sports. Really, it's football getting started Friday night. The other teams are setting their schedules, they're setting their rosters, and finalizing those things with practices now kicking off and getting ready to start the season. So for the girls soccer team, what have you heard about them? And I know that with their captain set, they have a lot of seniors, but also many more underclassmen that are coming in hungry as well.
Yeah, I mean, with both teams, you can say that there's been some disappointing ends to both seasons. I know for the boys soccer, we would have liked to go on farther than we actually did. Girls soccer had an early exit as well. But everyone's going to come back ready to play. No one wants a repeat of last season, especially with new leadership and new players coming up who are ready to play. No one wants, like I said, no one wants a repeat of last season. The girls have great leadership. The captains are experienced players, and they're well-liked people as well, which is very important to have as good leaders for your team.
So yeah, definitely some redemption the boys and girls are looking to build off of with the early exits from the playoffs, but they're looking with the senior captains coming through. The girls captains are set, the guys as well, and definitely Carter with a little chip on his shoulder after coming off that summer championship. They'll be looking to come with that mentality as well. But a similar team looking to rebound off of a tough exit from playoffs last season is the football squad. Yeah. The tough loss to Coatesville. Coatesville was like a machine, so North Penn was going into it with, trying to get that hype up, where they were coming off of some big wins in playoffs, even in rain over at playing against Ridley over at Wissahickon. But for this season, getting ready to get underway, the seniors have exited, a lot of key seniors, but they have some people building up. I know you, good friends with Colby Barrow.
Yeah.
He's going to be the starting quarterback Friday night when they play in the Chamonix. What have you say about Colby, not only as a person, but what have you seen from him being that quarterback and looking to lead the squad?
I mean, even besides Colby, the football team in general, they're always a good team. They're always trained right. They always work hard. And I know that coming out this season, they're going to play well. They're going to have a great season. But more specifically, Colby, like you said, one of my good buddies, he's an all-around athlete. He knows what he's doing on and off the field. As a football player, I'm pretty sure he's been playing the quarterback position for a while. Took a break last year, but decided to come back and for a senior year and have a good last season as quarterback. His athleticism is kind of crazy. He's a starting quarterback for the football team. He'll start for the basketball team, and he'll start for the baseball team. You don't get a lot.
Three-sport athlete.
You don't get a lot of those players anymore. Three-sport varsity athletes. He's one of the only players in the school to be doing that, which is incredible. And I think the football team needs someone like that. Whenever you can get multi-sport athletes involved on a team, it kind of just brings the team together more and is better for the team.
Yeah, he carries that vibe with the experience in big situations, getting through play-by-play for a lot of sporting events and the games here at North Penn. He's been on some of my best calls on basketball, where he has some pretty clutch shots. He had that. He's been on the mound in some big games against, for example, Sourton for baseball. He's been kind of the go-to guy for many of these sports, and he just carries that into the Friday Night Lights on the football stadium over at Crawford Stadium. So we'll be looking to see him carry that kind of same vibe heading into the football season with the football team. I know the biggest outlook to see how the team will do. I got to sit in on film sessions as well as be at a lot of the practices and check out what the football team's been all about. Who's upcoming? Who are they got big shoes to fill.
Right.
A little realistically, actually big shoes to fill. The line with Noah Fox, Jake Walton, and Stites. Those big guys on the line that are rolling out. Who's stepping up? So we have some juniors and seniors filling in those roles, and we'll get to see them showcased Friday night. With the starting roster coming out this week, it'll be interesting to see who has earned those kind of roles from practice and with the 2 days wrapping up. But with Colby Barrow, he'll be the go-to guy quarterback Friday night, and against a very well-rounded Neshaminy squad, the Neshaminy Redskins, who put up one heck of a fight last season. I remember being at opening kickoff for the first game last year where they were at Neshaminy, and North Penn and the Redskins were in a dogfight back and forth. It was Ole Manzik versus Julian White, our Julian White, who graduated and is actually up at Bloomsburg right now. He was one heck of an athlete that is rolling out. He graduated last year, and for the football team, he was a running back. He found different roles, and on the defense, he even had a clutch tackle to wrap up that game. In overtime, that Julian White was able to lock down. So I know he will be rolling out, but for the football squad, they're looking to once again kick off their season with a Week 1 victory over Neshaminy.
Yeah, I mean, just like with the soccer teams, an early exit, one that was not expected, coming off a great regular season. So they're going to come out. They're going to come out fighting. Like I said before, there are some gaps to fill on the O-line, but like I said, they're well coached. I mean, they train a lot. They train all the time. So, I mean, there will be some positions that are going to be hard to fill. I mean, Julian playing in college now. Donald Stites playing in college now. There's a lot of guys playing at the collegiate level that just graduated. So there will be some. It will be hard to fill, but the way they train, their mentality, and just their effort will come in handy for them this season.
Hungry Dogs Run Faster was the quote they had on the back of their T-shirts last year. This year will be Race Strong in honor of the McNamara family. But on regards to the McNamaras, R.J. McNamara coming in for a big season as well. His senior season. In addition, Nate Brown, they'll be going hand in hand as they have for many years with the North Penn football squad. It'll be on the outside. Wide receivers are looking like Kenneth Grandy and Evan Spann. Evan Spann, kind of the go-to guy on the big conversion plays. Sitting in on film from their scrimmage this past Saturday against Central Dauphin out in Harrisburg. I had to get to high school at 6 a.m., so that was one heck of a road to get out there. They had a great scrimmage, little miscues, mental mistakes here and there, but overall they were connecting on the passes. Their run game looked strong, and their coverages were very well put together. So you have guys like Kenneth Grandy, Evan Spann, R.J. McNamara, Nate Brown. R.J. McNamara and Nate Brown will be hand in hand, obviously, throughout the season, but they're also fighting some hamstring issues they've had throughout training camp and the 2 days. So we're hoping they're on the season for every game. And with those roles they'll be filling in, I think they'll do one heck of a job, especially for the outside and the wide receivers. Yeah. Evan Spann and Kenneth Grandy, they're on the top of their game and doing phenomenal things out on the football field. And I think Colby Barrow as well, if the pockets getting filled in and stuff like that, and he's running out of room, he has that movement, such as Solomon Robinson did last year, Solomon Robinson graduated. And Colby Barrow, I think, will have that movement where he can get out of the pocket and make some plays happen. He's throws on the run. He's got a great arm, as the pitching has mentioned, for the baseball squad. So I think Colby Barrow will do an excellent job this season. And I'm excited. Friday night, 7 o'clock, Crawford Stadium. That's where we'll be as they face off against Neshaminy. Following up, it'll be LaSalle next week. So 2 back-to-back home games before school gets going.
Some actually compare Colby to Patrick Mahomes. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, sounds like it. He definitely has the look.
But, yeah, I mean, when healthy, I think RJ is a top player on either team on the field. I mean, he just committed to Delaware for football, so shout out to that.
Yeah.
It's not easy playing Division I football, but when he's healthy, he's a beast. He's shown it since freshman year, and he's going to be one of the key players for this Knights team heading forward into the season.
So I think with the fall season, we definitely have a lot to look forward to as the teams get ready and get going. And, we'll be doing these shows every other week, updating you guys on the upcoming schedules we'll be having going, as well as player highlights. We're looking to get player quotes and even some guest stars on air as well for you guys to get a first-hand look. And we'll ask them some questions as well to keep the conversation going and get the full outlook on what the seasons have in store for us. Whether you're out on the turf getting to tune into some games or up in the stands at Crawford Stadium, we want to give you guys this first-hand look and see what the players are saying as well. In addition, we'll be looking to reach out to you guys on social media, Instagram and Snapchat. Feel free to reach out to Carter or myself. We'll put together some information and have you guys get to join the discussion and ask some questions you want us to talk about, and perhaps, some shout-outs here and there when you ask those questions and some conversation starters. So we're looking for you, the North Penn students, and the athletes to get in store and in hand on the action and have us talk about, what's going on. I'll be up in the booth for play-by-play games. Carter will be locking it down in the student section, I'm sure, hyping it up, as well as on the turf once soccer season gets going. So that'll be about do it for episode 1 of Cooley and Jess on Deck. Episode 2 will be worked in the next upcoming weeks as the fall seasons get in store and some games get under the belts of some of our teams. Once again, one last shout out to this Friday night, where at Crawford Stadium, 7 o'clock, the North Penn Knights football squad will take on the Neshaminy Redskins, and we'll wrap you up and send you out with this little tease at the hype video I put together for you guys, recapping the work they've been doing over the summer and get ready for this season coming up. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.